My boyfriend was right in the middle of proposing to me. A moment later, I shoved him over the edge of the cliff and watched until I knew he was completely motionless. Once I was certain, I forced myself to put on an act. I intentionally smashed my head and collapsed onto the dirt. Eventually, an older couple hiking through the area stumbled upon me. Assuming I was the victim of an assault, they agreed to guide me down the mountain. However, they soon realized there was something deeply wrong with me, especially since my eyes remained wide open even while I slept. Whenever they tried to question me, I just claimed that my memory was gone. They grew terrified and decided they needed to leave me behind immediately. By that point, I had already crept up behind them with a sharp blade gripped in my hand. They assumed I was going to hurt them, completely unaware that my weapon was pointed at a different target. They quickly shined their flashlight toward the darkness ahead. Terror washed over my face, and the old man suddenly understood the reality of the situation. The figure standing before us was a lethal threat. He shouted at my boyfriend to stay back. Instead, my boyfriend just gave a slow smile, and as he stepped closer, the old man swung his fist. In a fraction of a second, my boyfriend sliced the man's hand right off. Immediately following that, he raised his fingers into the air, causing the old man to freeze completely in place. I spun around and sprinted away as fast as I could. The reality was that I had thrown my boyfriend off that cliff because I had already figured out he was not actually human. The older woman could not keep up with me, and my boyfriend snatched her almost instantly. I ducked behind a large tree, too terrified to even breathe. My boyfriend deliberately shouted into the woods, issuing a loud threat. He declared that if I refused to show myself, he would go after the woman next. I felt like I had absolutely no other choice, but to my absolute horror, this monstrous being still eliminated her right before my eyes. After that, he steadily backed me into a corner, fully intending to finish me off as well. Right as he prepared to strike, something bizarre occurred. An invisible barrier seemed to halt his movements entirely. No matter how hard he tried, he was completely unable to touch me.